What's up, guys? It is June. It is Men's Mental Health Month, and I want to start off by saying to check in on the men in your families. You know, this applies for men and women. You never really know what someone's going through, and I want to say that I'm speaking from like I've had. I'll just say it. My uncle committed suicide a few years ago. And it's one of those things that you never really think will happen to you. And when it does, you kind of never really are able to process it for a long time. And really, I don't think you ever really learn to process it fully. You learn to just sort of live with what happens, and like I said, just check in on the people that you know. If something does happen tragic like that, then you'll never have the opportunity to do that again. And that's something that I wish I would have done, especially since I knew he was struggling. And I was 18, and I was sort of I was still sort of shy, and number one, I didn't think, people struggle all the time with that, and people don't actually end up following through with whatever they do. And so that was number one. And number two, I just sort of felt like a kid, and that I wouldn't make a difference to him by reaching out, and that he wouldn't listen to me, honestly. Part of me, I wanted to reach out, but then, like I said, I didn't feel like I would have much weight. And obviously I regret that, because what if I did reach out and he was still here today? So yeah, this applies for, it's like I said, it's Men's Mental Health Month, so that's the reason for this video. But also it applies for anyone that may be going through a hard time or struggling or whatever like that. So you don't want to live with regret, and it's something that you'll never be able to change. Obviously I'm speaking about, like, if someone does actually commit suicide, but if you have someone that's obviously that hasn't done that yet, that is speaking like that or has mentioned it, definitely do not wait to take action in any sort of way, whether that's showing up to their house or calling them, or even taking drastic measures to have someone, have the police show up at their door and be like, hey, they're not okay. Whatever sort of action you need to take, definitely do it, and don't wait until it's too late. I don't want to scare anybody like that or whatever, but I'm just being honest, because I want to emphasize that no one, like I said earlier, no one thinks it'll happen to them, and no one thinks that they'll actually do it until it's too late, and you will spend the rest of your life wishing that you would have done something different to help them. So before I start tearing up, I want to end this video by just talking to all the men out there that may be going through something, or anybody in general, men or women, that if you're thinking about doing something like that, it gets better. And don't make anyone that cares about you will make their lives tragically and drastically worse if you do make a decision like that for a long time, for forever. For as long as they live, they will forever wish they would have done something different to help you. And, you know, like I said, speak out to whoever you need to talk to. Talk to, I don't know, anyone that might care, even in the slightest. You know, it's not worth ending your life over a temporary situation or whatever you're going through. It's not nearly as big of a deal as making a decision that you'll never be able to take back. And so yeah, I mean, heck, comment on one of my videos if you need to talk to me, or shoot me a DM on Instagram. I always leave my Instagram or my Facebook in my descriptions. You know, like I said, speaking from someone who has lost someone to suicide, like, don't bother to hesitate, or don't hesitate to reach out. I know this is a fitness-based, gym-based channel, and I don't want to make this video about that, but I will say, you know, start working out, or start, or it doesn't even have to be, you don't even have to start doing something to change. You know, you can quit something. You can stop doing whatever is making you miserable. You know, it's not worth, like I said, it's not worth, you know, making a decision that you can't take back, when you could just make a small decision or a few small decisions, or, you know, you can change your life without having to end it. I just say that. And there are people out there that care about you more than you know. I know, like me personally and my other family members, we will never be able to fully recover, because, you know, I don't think people really understand how much that people do care about them. And if they did understand that, I think that would help them a lot mentally. And so even if you don't have anybody in your life, there's still people out there to talk to. There's still people out there that care enough about you to not want you to make a tragic decision like that. And so I'll wrap this video up by saying that don't give up, even no matter how bad your situation might be. You know, even if there's always light at the end of the tunnel, and that light may be different. It's different for different people. You know, that light may be, the light may be quitting this, starting that. It's different for everybody. It may not be like a drastic big thing. It may be a little thing. But there's always change, and there's always better change coming. And life's full of up and downs, and don't let yourself be caught up in the down season. So hang in there for anyone that's struggling. It gets better. I just wanted to make this video because it was just on my mind, and something I wanted to talk about. So I thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.